Welcome back to the Last Stop Watch channel. It's been a while since my last video, but in that time, I've been collecting watches, I've been selling watches, I've been modding watches. Here's a Casio F105 that I've modded with a filter here, as you can see. Most of those should be looking like this, but I've got a yellow filter on this. And if you've seen my previous videos, which I'll try to link up here somewhere, you've seen me actually build watches. Like I built a watch from parts that I purchased off of AliExpress. Well, doing so has caused me to go down a rabbit hole on AliExpress. And if you're familiar with what AliExpress is, it is a Chinese shopping app where you can buy almost literally anything that you can think of. I bought a whole bunch of watch parts and I assembled a watch out of them. This is the watch that I built from parts from AliExpress. It is we'll call it an homage Seiko automatic. Works pretty well. I've got about a day and a half reserve on the wind. It does have the ability to be manually wound. And I've got a day and date complication on there. I chose the case, I chose the hands, I chose the dial, and I purchased the strap here off of AliExpress as well. So you can see there that this looks like a Seiko somewhat, but is most definitely not a Seiko. AliExpress is filled with watches that look like other manufacturers' watches. And that's gotten me kind of interested to see how good of a product you can buy. So what we have here today is a watch that, if you were to find this from the actual manufacturer on their website, would cost you about $260. On the gray market, however, these things are going for almost $1,000 in some cases. I've got here the AliExpress version of the Omega and Swatch Mission to Mars watch. Now, I've never actually opened the box other than just to verify that there was a box inside this box. But today I figured I would open this up and show you guys how close these manufacturers are coming to making the real thing, basically. So here we go. Pull this out, get this out of the way. Plastic as well. So we have here Mission to Mars, Bioceramic MoonSwatch collection. Some basic facts about the planet Mars. And then all the different watches you can purchase in this series. Now, again, these are all roughly $260 a piece. They're all made out of what they call a bioceramic, which, from my understanding, looks very plasticky. But yeah, this looks, and if I can find pictures of it, I'm going to post them up here as well. This looks like the real thing. So let's see if we can slide this out here. Now, I have watched a couple of unboxing videos myself on the actual product. You can see here, this is the Omega and Swatch combined logo. And that's pretty much for the outside. So let's open it up and get our first look. Now, here's our first look at the watch itself. What I want to look at now is the paperwork. So we've got Swatch paperwork. Let's see if there's actually anything in here. I don't know what the actual paperwork is supposed to look like for a Swatch watch, but This looks like a pretty legit piece of paper here, filled with instructions, and of course I can't fold it back properly. Oh, we'll fix that later. And then here we have the Bioceramic MoonSwatch collection, along with an invoice, which looks kind of like what I've seen in pictures. According to this was purchased in March of 2022. And there's even a retail price on it. And then here's a little catalog. Fascinating. So now we're going to pull the watch out. As you can see, it's got a chronograph dial. I have not done anything to this watch, like set the time correctly or anything like that. But there's the chronograph ticking, start and stop, and reset. And on the side here, if I can get it into focus, you have the Swatch and Omega logo right there. You have the Omega logo here, the Speedmaster MoonSwatch mission to Mars. And then on the back, you have the planet Mars over the battery cover. Swiss-made, water-resistant design, patented 4 joules. And again, I don't know what an actual watch looks like, but I will find pictures and put them up here to compare. But this looks pretty close to me. I think I paid $30-ish for this. And again, purchased it from AliExpress. It took about 2 weeks to get here. And I think the only thing that I have found that's not quite as authentic is there's supposed to be like an S right here. The other big difference, as you can see from the images, is the color. The color is a little off. But I mean, to me, that's quite incredible. That looks a lot like the actual watch. Just pop the back right off there. That's fantastic. So looking inside the watch here, around so we can read everything here. Model PE50. And it says no joules in it. So obviously this is not the movement that would be inside the actual watch. But for $38 or $30 or whatever I paid for it, what would you expect really? As you can see, for the battery door would not have even matched up to where the battery is on this movement. It would have to actually have been put that way to be able to take the battery off that way. So my curiosity now satiated. Just pull the crown out and feel smooth. I don't see any crazy amounts of play in the hands. Resetting it there. So we've got our minutes for the chronometer. We've got our seconds for the hands here. Really not sure what this is supposed to be for. But yeah, from all outward appearances, it looks like it could be a decent copy. I mean, it sure beats some of the Rolexes I've seen come through. But yeah, that's just a really quick unboxing here of the AliExpress version of the Omega Speedmaster MoonSwatch mission to Mars. If you have any questions about this, please feel free to leave them in the comments down below. And I will have a future video because I also purchased from a different company on AliExpress. I purchased the Mission to the Moon, I believe, is what I purchased. So that'll be in an upcoming video as well. So yeah, if you have any questions, just let me know in the comment section down below. And before I take off, do a wrist check here. This is my Casio AE1000W. It's one of about 12 Casios that I'm up to now. And I will have a future video on that as well. So, as always, guys, thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. And have a great day. Thank you.